So the very first thing that I want to do whenever I am starting a writing prompt is I need to take a side. I need to choose a stance. Where do I stand on the issue? The prompt is, are web filters at school too restrictive? The very first thing I need to do before I do anything is decide whether or not I agree or disagree with the statement. I am going to agree that web filters at school are too restrictive. So my answer to this question would be yes. Now I've chosen yes, that web filters, they do restrict learning at school. So for my topic sentence in my pre-write on this graphic organizer, I'm just going to give a basic topic sentence. We can always go back and change that later when we edit and revise our essay, but we just want to get the general idea. So web filters restrict learning at school. That is what I have said here in my topic sentence. So now what I want to do is I need to come up with my reasons why. These reasons are going to fall under your evidence statements. I need 3 reasons why I think web filters restrict learning at school. So I'm pondering, I'm thinking of my statements, what it is I want to say, and 3 reasons that I am going to write about as to why web filters are too restrictive at school would be 1 being that certain categories of research are blocked. Let's say of educational research are blocked. Again, this is just my pre-write. I'm just getting the ideas down. The second reason, I'm going to say that commonly used social media is prohibited. And finally, I think that file sharing sites are blocked. So file sharing sites. Those are my 3 reasons. And they're broad enough to where I can analyze them, but they're not too broad to where I've got like a whole nother paragraph that I need to elaborate on, because this is just a paragraph. I'm putting this all into one paragraph, how to structure it. Now it's interesting when you think of a paragraph, it's almost like having little mini paragraphs within a paragraph, because I want to take my evidence statements and now I want to expand on them a little bit more. Just like I'm expanding on this topic sentence that we started with here. I'm expanding on it with these 3 key points here. And now I want to expand on my evidence statements. They all relate back to that topic sentence. So my analysis. Certain categories of educational research are blocked. And things that come to mind would be if I'm completing a current event, or I'm completing a project on American history. You can't research certain things like the weaponry used. A musket, you can't find images for that because they are blocked. So I want to put that into an analysis statement. And I'm going to add that right into my analysis. Let's say that completing projects, projects, such as current events or on a war, certain items are blocked. So I don't need to have 2 analysis statements for every evidence statement. That would just be up to the writer. But once we get this all into a paragraph, we're going to expand even more and work on our word choice. But for right now, we're just getting our ideas out. We're getting our ideas down on paper. Let's look at our second evidence statement. Our second evidence statement says commonly used social media is prohibited. And I'm a fan of social media. I'm also a fan of some of the educational tools like Edmodo. It's a really nice tool to use in the classroom. It's very similar to Facebook. But a lot of those tools can be kind of gimmicky. And a lot of the students don't have Edmodo on their phone. They're on things like Instagram or Facebook. So blocking those can be frustrating because it's not something that's commonly used by the end user or by the student. So one of my frustrations with the web filter restrictions, I'm going to add here, are that social media is a tool for communication. And information that can reach many students when it's available. But with these web restrictions and device restrictions, it is not available. Lastly, I'm going to take a look at file sharing sites. File sharing sites are blocked. And this can be really frustrating because here I am working in an app called Explain Everything, and I'm limited to the file sharing sites that are available. I can use Box, I can use OneDrive, and I can use Dropbox, but not everything is available. And if a school is not set up to be a Google school, I'm limited in that. Google pretty much runs everything now. So we are going to add, when using different devices across the school, some file sharing sites are blocked. I hold a lot of my information on my Google Drive, and I can't access Google Drive at school because the Google Drive, the email, Google email, Gmail, is blocked, which prohibits me from accessing that in the school building. So these are just my analysis. I'm just expanding on these ideas, just kind of getting ideas out on paper. The conclusion is going to relate back to my topic sentence. So everything that I'm saying needs to be summarized to relate back to that. So the reason that web filters restrict learning at school are because of research, social media is prohibited, and then file sharing sites are blocked. I want to put that into a sentence here. So, with my conclusion, we will say that, in conclusion, web filters restrict educational research, social media use as a tool, and file sharing. And that is the basis for my paragraph. As we move forward, we are going to use this graphic organizer to create our paragraphs and to expand on them even further. So what I'd like is for you to take the time, go through it step by step, fill out your topic sentence, agree or disagree with the statement, and come up with your 3 reasons why you are saying what you're saying, why you agree or disagree with that topic sentence, and then expand on those ideas. The more you can expand on those ideas, the better.